This episode of Dungeons and Dorkheads is brought to you by Green Man Gaming. Head down to the link below to get some fantastic deals on video games and shop with confidence, knowing that every game on this site comes directly from publishers and you get a fantastic deal in the process. Not only that, this video is also brought to you by XSplit. Head down to the other link down there and get in on the fantastic family of products that XSplit has to offer, including XSplit Broadcaster, which is a fantastic program for live streaming, video recording, and even making this video that you're watching right now. Head down to the link below. And let's not forget, this show wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for the great people making Foundry Virtual Tabletop. Head down to the link below. Foundry Virtual Tabletop is perfect for all of your virtual tabletop needs. It's very easy to set up, very easy to mod, very easy to get all of your game systems working, including D&D 1st Edition, D&D 5th Edition, Pathfinder, Fallout Pen and Paper, even Bunkers and Badasses. Head down to the link below and try out Foundry Virtual Tabletop absolutely free. And last but certainly not least, we need to give a big shout out to the folks at ForgottenAdventures.net for their dedication to the craft of map-making assets, virtual tokens, battle maps, Clip Studio brushes, and builder packs, all available on ForgottenAdventures.net. Link down below in the description.
Well, hello, dorks, dorkheads, and everyone in between, and welcome to the premiere of Dungeons and Dorkheads Campaign 2, Beyond Idea.
I didn't bring a script.
None of this is scripted, don't worry about that.
Oh.
We are finally back!
What are you talking about?
Right, so... It has been a few months, but we are finally getting around to this. We are finally starting up the new campaign. I know that we announced this back in, October, I believe. Definitely gonna have to release a little bit of fanfare for the release of this. But here we are. We're here with Steve.
Hello.
Steve, our former DM. We have Twisty, who was previously Orvid. Shane, who was previously our magnificent shark man, Dante.
Oh, yeah.
Eric, formerly Nicholas in the last campaign, who is returning as well. And, of course, we have Coco, who was... I forget her name.
Oh, I'm hurt.
To be honest, I'm drawing a complete blank.
I don't remember your name. I'm not gonna lie.
I
remember your character's name.
You came in all the way at the very end, and yeah.
I remember the character. I don't remember her name.
Yeah, I know the character, not the name.
And
Her
a
name was
grand
Tina.
re-welcoming to... Who are you?
Very regal. Very
Yo, that's about it.
Insert just the
Yes,
she's hot.
on a daily
Very
basis
animal
trying to remember
use.
people. Oh, I remember their looks, but I don't exactly remember their name.
The other
starts with
paladin.
a A, I think. I think it starts with... I don't remember.
Horse.
30 AC.
Yeah.
I remember the 30 AC. That was insane.
Jeff.
Her name,
Your famous character, Jeff.
her name is Jip.
Yeah.
Her name is Jip.
And so before we get started, there's just, we went over a lot of our sponsors in the beginning bit there, but just a few people I want to thank personally. First of all, Ryouku for once again coming in and doing some fantastic character art for the show. She's great. We've worked with her for a very long time now. Link is down below in the description. Go ahead and give her a big thanks, or even better, a commission, because artists are so catastrophically unappreciated in this industry.
Gloria.
She does really good work, and she's also really busy nowadays, and we're super happy for her. So go give her some attention. We would also like to thank our various music providers. A lot of our new stuff is provided by Alexander Nakarada, who's been providing us with some great tracks. Not just for the first
Okay, just switch microphones. Anyway, music.
I want a theme song.
All right.
Where's the elevator music?
We would also like to thank Jagex and RuneScape for providing us with their soundtrack as well. All of their stuff is royalty-free. You can use it for all of your fantasy tabletop games. All of it is absolutely fair game. It's free to use. In fact, they encourage it. So that's what we're doing here.
Shanty.
I've also taken the liberty of rearranging a bunch of our playlists, so everything should have a bit more variety now.
Did you ever check out the what is it? The one for the game? What is it that Thor made? He has that as open for everybody to use too, and it has a soundtrack of over 100 songs.
I do remember him saying that, actually.
Yeah, I put in a video, like the video in. It's a Heartbound, and he's like, "Yeah, it's all here. You can use it." He's like, "I would never stop anybody from using the songs from the game," and it's like 100 songs or so.
I'll have to check that out.
Oh, I forgot.
Cat?
I'm sorry, Hades is very vocal. Hades needs lots of love. I apologize.
The cat's name is Hades? Is this one of those situations where a secret player is just stuck in wild shape and can't speak common?
Every time we hear a meow, that's just a cat walks by in the campaign.
That's my beloved Esther, just like mimicking a cat that they heard.
Could be. Or just every time there's a cat meow, it's just a Tressum flies by.
Yeah, my dear Esther, yes.
The cat is an unofficial party mascot now.
Well, isn't that the cat's meow?
Anyway, last but certainly not least, I would like to thank all the players for once again returning for the show. It's an absolute pleasure to be running things now. I would especially like to thank Steve for returning to put up with my shenanigans. We got a big campaign planned out here. And of course, we need to give a big shout out to Joshy!
I don't know who that is.
Joshy!
I don't know Joshy.
Who are you?
How do you guys not know Joshy? He's been with us the whole time.
Never gonna get you.
Oh my god.
Who's Joshy?
This campaign's already off to a bad start.
You're a terrible start.
Can't believe you guys forgot Joshy. Unbelievable.
I don't know who missed us either.
Of course. Well, why don't we get started? Dim the lights, here we go. The year is 902 post-fracture. 30 years after the Dragon Crisis and the Wild Whirlwind saved the world at the Battle of the Gnome Lands. And 29 years after the Dragon Hunts of 873. As a result, the dragons are not as common as they once were. They're still out there, but many are now reclusive. You don't see as many metallics about as you once did. In many ways, the world is still in a state of healing and relative peace, all things considered. Many things have changed over the years. Wars have come to an end, and notably, airships have a million new safety features.
Anti-clone technology.
Absolutely. very important. You do need the anti-clown technology. The Adventure Guild, destroyed, embarrassed, set about rebuilding itself, trying to get back on its feet after the wild whirlwinds saved the world and made them all look like fools. They are now back under new leadership. They now have a new leadership structure, new counselors, new fresh blood, new adventurers to follow in the footsteps of the previous guild administration. They also have a new fleet of airships and a new way of recruitment. The old training dungeon is gone, and the old recruitment measures are also gone because everybody hated them. Indeed. You are all prospective members, or, well, I should say, new members of the Adventure Guild. You all passed your sort of screening quests. It's nothing tremendously serious, something you can definitely handle. You go out and you slay a bunch of wolves in the forest or something, just to, make sure that you're capable of handling yourself. You are all low-ranked. Some of you may be traveling together. Some of you may not be traveling together. You may know each other. You may not know each other. In due time, you will come to know each other. Either way, you've all joined for your respective reasons. To find something, to find someone, money, fame, fortune. But before any of that, you find yourselves in a white space. But not quite a white space. More like a tavern. You're not really sure where you are. This place, it feels like a state of higher existence, almost. You're seated at a bar, and the barkeep notices you come in, as it were. Good evening, gentlemen.
It's a good evening to you.
That's the voice we're going with for him?
Dude, I'm trying my best here.
Virgil gave the courteous nod.
Well, we have quite the menagerie of characters here. Yes. Very interesting. I bid you welcome. I'm sure you're going to have a grand adventure together, but first, some introductions. Starting with you, all the way on my left.
I'm Father Jacobs, esteemed follower of the Night Mother.
Don't sound particularly enthused.
Trust me, I am as enthused as possible.
Much as his voice never breaks an octave. Oh, this is my favorite part, the expectation. I don't know what to expect. You all don't know what to expect. I've got a good feeling about this group. Moving right along, how about you, the Eladrin? We don't get many of your kind around here.
Yes. My name is, I didn't remember. Amelia. Hi. I didn't remember, I'm sorry.
Yes,
Damn, amnesia hit fast!
It does tend to happen to people in this place. Amnesia sets in, but it will pass in due time. And I see we have another fawn as well.
It's a pleasure.
Indeed. A one Duskin Knox, if I'm reading this right. And you hear a voice behind you, somewhere out in the tables, that goes, "Woo!"
Seems
you're
I'm
the bad guys, at least.
not alone here.
I dare represent! Don't worry, her being here isn't canon.
They are, in fact, not a cannon.
Wait, if our life's not canon, then what is this then?
Not canon.
Then what's that? Points at a cannon.
Points at the actual canon.
I never said. Let's just move right along. How about you, the short magic wielder?
Huh?
Please, tell us about yourself.
Oh. You can just call me Rel.
How old are you? Are you old enough to drink here?
No, that's why I'm concerned that I'm here.
I was just about to ask. Look at the little guy.
Right. And he goes ahead and pours you a cup of water.
Rel, clutching the staff, motions one hand over the water, and it turns orange, and they pick it up and start sipping on it.
Perhaps when you are a bit older, we'll be able to serve you more properly. And as for everyone else, he pours you your favorite drink. You don't know how he knows your favorite drink,
Blood of my enemies?
but he does.
No, that's right.
You get the blood of the innocent. I just get water that I have to flavor myself. God damn.
My enemies.
Where'd you get this blood?
You, as I
We
take
have our various sources.
as I take a long sip, I look surprised, and let out like just barely a crack of like a very forced smile.
There it is.
Yeah, the cracking.
Just crackling.
I knew it was in there somewhere.
Mind if I get excited for a moment? Just a terrifying smile.
Please. Yes.
Oh wow, is that the wicked elixir?
And that brings us to you, here at the end of the table.
Yes, I am Virgil Decair.
A dweller of the Hollow. We don't see many of you around here.
That's a way of putting it. But I leave the ground.
Kinda sizes you up. Not trying to, intimidate or anything. But get a feel for you. And he pours you your favorite drink.
And of course, I pick it up, and I am just look very, very cozy as I just.
And then he steps over to the right, and now it's finally time for the man of the hour. Joshy! Joshy?
Yeah.
I don't know who this guy is or where we are.
Me neither.
This is true.
Confused.
I agree with the little one.
You introduced everyone else, and I don't know anybody else here. Neither do I know who this Stevie is.
Is that my
Virgil
relative over
just
there?
gets like a
Followed
little arm
Swamp.
pump like that doesn't even go above like his like chin. He just kind of does a little like woo, but doesn't say anything. He just kind of raises
revenge.
his
And now I'm here. I'm very confused.
You all may have never met before, but you all have met before. And though you will meet in the future,
That doesn't make sense.
in due time it will. Or perhaps not.
Alright, touche.
If you can find me a bottle of that wine, I will gladly go to the ends of the earth for it.
Well,
What is Earth?
Tell me, is there a bottle left on this continent?
well, you are heading to the land of Eingera, and the Fey folk are very well known for their alcohol. Perhaps you can ask them.
It's true.
No, that's... Huh. That's not like most...
I'll see if
Fey
they can
places
compare to the
would
taste
be
of home.
Not popular. At least not in, like, Elvania. Elvania does not drink at all. So that's shocking to hear.
Oh, I can assure you, the fawns can very much hold their liquor. Regardless, it seems our time together has come to an end. And he snaps his fingers, and you all wake up. 2 of you are on an airship. You don't remember anything that just happened. To start us off, it is Virgil and Relic. You are en route to Angera.
Virgil is visibly disappointed, still thinking about green tea and wondering why he's craving it so hard right now.
Oh, my pants are back.
What?
I'm sorry. Weird dream.
Oh, gotcha.
As the 2 of you kind of come to, you're still rubbing the sleep out of your eyes. The 2 of you are met face to face with an owl bear. Ah, hello. You're finally awake.
PTSD moment. Imagining a cart.
Was it a touch of Meldemer, perhaps?
Pardon?
Seasickness. It can be quite unpleasant.
I mean, yeah, I'm not really on the water that much, needless to say.
Ah, but we are in the air, not the water.
Yeah, it feels kind of the same.
Doesn't that counteract what you just said with seasickness, since it's different propulsion systems?
Seasickness, air sickness, it is all the same in the end.
That's why I said what I said. Yeah,
You're sick to your stomach either way.
say that's what I said. I'm confused.
I'm not that short.
Ah, but to me, all are short, young mage. Size barely matters in this world, though. The smallest of people can do the biggest of things.
I mean, just we're born this way. We can't help that we're not your size.
But where are my manners? What are your names?
You can call me Rel.
And you?
I am Virgil.
Rel and Virgil. An absolute honor to make your acquaintance. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Sir Barrington. And the small one here is my squire, Pike. You see a little kobold stick his head out from behind this very large and armored owlbear. Gives you a little wave. Sir Berenstein extends his hand.
Rel kind of not understanding what to do, just casts a mage hand and has the mage hand shake the bear's hand, claw.
You are probably afraid of my size. Worry not, young one.
Nice to meet you.
These hands may be large enough to crush a boulder, but are gentle enough to caress a butterfly. And he moves his hand over to you.
Yeah, Virgil shakes it, just very delicately, and then he goes, "Oh, don't worry. I know. I can turn into you."
Ah, a shapeshifter. How novel.
Not quite. More druid.
Ah, even then, I have always had an appreciation for those who have a connection to the natural world. Regardless, I suspect we will be arriving soon. Perhaps I will see you on the battlefield. Good day. And was there anything else you guys wanted to do?
I mean, is there anything else that catches Rel's eye?
The airship is not as full as you would expect, but there are some colorful folks here. There's a small mage girl sitting across from the owlbear, seemingly a group of bandits. There's a cat that I definitely did not place there just because of the cat we heard earlier. Totally did not do that. I literally placed that last night.
Bro, that's just Hades.
Hades just be vibing.
Up towards the front of the boat, there's a small group of mercenaries. There's a more noble-looking person next to what appears to be a barbarian or berserker or something. There's the mage-looking girl, once again sitting across from the owl bear, and of course up top there is the captain steering the ship.
Virgil turns to Rel. Hey Rel, that one looks like you.
Huh. Yeah, I guess I do.
What is the joy with
Okay.
the large hats?
Oh, it's where the wizards keep their power.
I mean, I have no reason to believe otherwise.
If you see a wizard without a hat, they're actually a sorcerer. Don't trust them.
I heard they're very full of themselves.
Yeah, I kind of had a couple of bad experiences with them.
Well, let's not always judge a book by its cover. Maybe not all of them are that way.
Well, they kept bullying me and taking my lunch money at the Adventuring Academy.
Well, no worries. I won't let that happen. And I'm sure you have the magic to stop them at this point.
I mean, I tend to not use my magic against other people if I can help it. I did get in trouble at the academy for lighting one of them on fire.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that might have been a bit far. Maybe a shield next time. A barrier, maybe?
Well, the time before when I threw a shield at one of them, that also got me in trouble.
No, putting up a shield, not throwing one.
Well, that's also what broke the barbarian's hand.
Huh. We'll figure something out. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm sure that with the power of a good conversation and extension of friendship, we'll be able to do so much in Angara.
Hey, I don't see why not.
It's an entirely new place.
Well, guess gotta be ready for anything. Don't get your hopes up.
Rel's hopes are already in the sky, as are we.
I can see it in his eyes. It's just, I just don't want you to be disappointed. But hey, there are going to be many great things we find.
Well, I have a lot to live up to.
All right, was there anything else?
I'm gonna turn to the owl bear and I'm gonna say, by the way, what can we expect once we arrive?
I hear we're landing close to the wall. I am told that the Guildmaster himself is taking charge of the operation. Perhaps he will know more.
Well, if we have Berenstein the Bear with us, then we certainly shouldn't have any issues.
Sir Berenstein. Berenstain was my cousin.
I'm sorry.
It's twice removed, actually.
I apologize. I didn't mean to violate the copyright.
And there goes the joke of where he was going to come back later in the campaign, and he was going to be named Berenstain.
Come on, we're all thinking it.
No, I was gonna redo all the original episodes and make it a whole big thing. Anyway, anything else?
Nope.
Okay, so the captain hollers out for everyone to fasten seatbelts because we're descending now.
Wait, your chair's a seatbelt?
Yes.
Virgil just automatically, like, what is it? Does it for Rel? Just does it really quick, and then
They
fastens his own.
They don't have a seat big enough for him, so he just has to use a waist-size seatbelt.
Sir Berenstein is, in fact, using 2 seatbelts at the moment, just stuck together. All these new safety measures that have been introduced after the past 30 years.
Well, yeah. As Virgil is like fastening in, what is it? Rel. He's just like, he mutters to himself, yep, that ain't. Just that ain't going up. And then just buckles himself in.
Right. So, you're descending, and then, out of nowhere, the airship successfully lands safely.
Oh man!
And everything's fine!
And everything is fine!
The Adventurers Guild did not burst into flames!
No, it did not!
The Night Mother will be very displeased to hear this.
Everything is totally fine. And you're all ushered to the lower deck and the offloading ramp. And as you're coming off the ship, you see people start to load this enormous, hilarious, almost obscenely large pile of red barrels.
I hope no clowns slip onto that. I know that they put in a lot of anti-clown measures, but, you know, they're just kind of tempting fate at this point.
Virgil is very quietly, like, chuckling to himself.
As you come down the ramp, Sir Berenstein looks at you and says, "This is where I must leave you now. Perhaps I will see you on the battlefield."
I'll say, see you there, sir.
Gives you a nod and trundles off. And as he's walking away from the group, you see this goblin over here. He eyeballs you and starts waving you over.
I hope the owl bear is alright. It'd be truly unbearable to lose him.
Virgil just gets a big grin on his face, and he just, like, gives a light pat on the shoulder to Ryle.
Right, so they continue further into the camp, and Goblin over here is still waving you over.
I did notice.
Right, so you go over there,
Yes.
and he's like, alright, you're late. Probably not your fault, don't worry, but you're late.
Virgil gives a shrug.
A good wizard is never early, nor is he late. He arrives it's exactly when he needs to.
That doesn't make any sense.
Virgil points at Rel like, mm-hmm.
Right, well, here's the... Aye, you, over there, and he points at the girl. I need you over here. I need you for different reasons other than I need them, but you, stay there. Alright, so, you, we're gonna be pairing the five of yous up for this. Full honesty, we're throwing parties at the wall here to see what sticks. Let me introduce myself. I'm Siler, assistant to the guild meeting leader, basically a manager.
Hello, Siler.
Aye.
Virgil gives a little bow.
Aye, how cordial of you. Anyway, like I said, you're late. We were hoping to head out while the light was still good, but the sun's getting a little bit waning there. But I think we still got time. Either way, they'll be waiting for you in the big tent for the briefing. If you get distracted on the way there, maybe stop and talk with somebody, or you end up, I don't know, finding somebody's lost cat or something. That's totally fine too. We have a saying around here: thou shalt get distracted by bullshit every goddamn time.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why it took me so long to finish my training.
Right, side quests and the like there, laddie.
Gambling.
Right, so the guild master is a patient man. Just don't keep him waiting too long. Now, excuse me, I gotta talk to her.
The red tent, the thing that looks like a maw.
Small child.
The red tent is the big one down here. It's the orc tent is the only one that actually had an interior that I could use.
I was just looking at this, and I'm like, the fuck is that? That's gonna eat me.
I
I honestly thought you were referring to this.
That is an orc tent. Looking around, you can see adventurers from all walks of life. You see centaurs. There's some dragonkin here. Humans, obviously. There's some elf folk. A lot of fae races, which, well, that would make sense since we're in Angera. They're all sharpening swords or preparing food. The food from the fire smells amazing, by the way. You do see orcs, just all walks of life, all around the camp. It's very, very bustling with activity.
I mean, if we're going for a fight, I would imagine so.
I take a step up to Relic and I kneel down to like face level, and you see this well-dressed pastor that looks like they've maybe had 8 hours of sleep in their life, and they're just like, "Small child, would you like to hear the teachings of the Night Mother, the cold, loving embrace of desperation?" And he just keeps going. Until somebody stops and he keeps going on about the Night Mother and the glory of the desolation.
Virgil gently puts a hand on like his shoulder, like.
Yes,
I'm sure that's quite right.
I'm sorry, you're going to have to speak up a little. Lean into my good ear.
Clear eyes.
I'm saying you don't need to. I'm sure maybe another time. Maybe not right now.
Very well.
Plus, I have heard it myself. I am a devout follower.
You. No, not them. The Night Mother. She's not from around here.
She goes to a different school. You wouldn't know her.
He goes to a different Bastion.
Ah, I see. Well, maybe another time. I just don't think right now.
Different school.
'Cause I'm sure you have a lot
can
of
Very
have stuff to
well.
do.
Don't
There will
worry.
be due time to learn. Just muttering
Hey.
to himself.
Virgil gives a reassuring, like, kind of, like, pat on the arm and just goes, don't worry, there will be a time, and I can tell you about Kellamvor.
I would be ecstatic to hear their teachings as well.
I'm so excited.
Virgil just gives, like, us just a smile. He realizes this is just how he talks. And then just smiles like, that's fine.
That's fine.
I hope that they have
If
a
we're
good
going to be traveling together, you may call me Matthew, or simply Father Jacobs.
Sounds good. You may
Okay,
call me
Matthew.
Virgil.
Oh, since we're all apparently saying our names, I'm Amelia. Hi.
Virgil looks
Hello.
over Matthew's shoulder all the way over at
Not that
Amelia.
far away. Not that far
He
away.
The very tall purple girl.
he looking up. He gives the AA. Hi, Amelia.
Hi, Kevin.
Nice to meet you, my lady.
Nice to meet you as
This
well.
is my beloved Esther.
Nice.
Gesturing to the raven on his shoulder.
Raven.
I know.
Quite a monotone group we have here. I don't know how long I can take this.
Well, you are
Sorry.
gorgeously colorful, I will say.
Why, thank you.
Wait a second.
I'm a man of hues as opposed to colors, but I do love color.
Yeah,
I
so-
I don't know. I'm not exactly one for color, I guess.
I just look like this.
I'm not exactly a fashionable gal, so.
They don't have colors from where I'm from.
I believe it.
They
What about
only
what
have
about
sadness.
what about the purple? Points at the purple sleeve.
Purple is
Well,
evil.
of course, we have purple, and we have red, and we have black, and we have blue, and he just keeps going on dark shades.
We have darker black,
Gray,
darker blue,
gray,
incredibly
dark
dark
gray.
black.
We have
incredibly
Fanta
dark
Black.
blue.
We have
There was one day we had yellow.
Wait a second.
Is this-
Wait. Problems.
Problems?
The
Are you having
fucking
problems?
mic has been off this whole time.
Oh, no.
over it.
Oh,
Oh, your mic?
Yes.
Or oh, so do you have to re-record some stuff?
All of that, yes.
Oh no.
Oh, professional streamer.
For some reason, there's a little bit of a glitch. I can only control Esther right now, and I can't see any of us.
Off to a fantastic start.
Let me.
His anti-origin story has overtaken him. He can't see anybody else.
You are down as the owner of this token.
Yes.
You should be able to
I
move.
don't know. Yeah, no, I can move Esther. I just don't know what happened to me.
I am immobile.
You're right there.
Oh no, he's stuck in the NPC dialogue of talking about the Night Mother. He can't move.
Somebody needs to deal 1 point of damage to my character to speedrun the unskippable cutscene.
To break the bug.
Unskippable cutscene. No.
Unskippable Night Mother cutscene.
And it's like the movie level, Metal Gear movie level.
Slightly bash Matthew over the head with her book.
Okay, that's weird. I'm back. I pressed
Alright, there we go.
space. I pressed and
Slightly,
held
not
space, but I'm
heavily.
back. Okay, I don't know. I think Esther has a different vision than me.
Maybe.
That's maybe, I don't know.
Well,
Weird.
Esther is a bird.
Bird.
It's the word.
Squaw.
Alright, was there anything else the...
All Raven does is squaw and meow.
Squaw and meow, that's correct. Yeah.
Alright, was there
They
anything
will,
else the group wanted to do?
Move to the tent.
You want to head for the briefing.
Briefing.
So, I'm just going to grab all of you, if you...
Virgil will just appreciate Esther.
You head into the center of camp, and there's something on this fire cooking that smells amazing, by the way. But yeah, there are adventures here from all walks of life, from various experience levels. There is a polar bear, which is a bit odd.
Yeah, I'm very focused on the bear.
Wow.
Would you like to say hi to the bear?
adventurers.
City of Sylvania. Real adventures, dreams to come true.
Do you want to say hi to the bear?
I do. I want to pet the bear.
I think it's a fellow adventurer. I don't know about petting it, but we can say hi
Oh,
to the bear.
never mind then.
You don't pet people, Amelia.
What? I'm sorry, this looks like actually it could be a druid. Yeah, probably
Okay.
a druid. Never
It
mind.
could be. Or it's just a bear.
Maybe that too. It could be a sentient bear.
All animals are sentient.
I meant
I mean,
The druid is coming out of Virgil.
I mean, you can ask.
I guess that's true. And see if it reacts.
Okay, so you want to ask the bear what is the deal?
Wow.
What the fuck is up with you?
What's the
No,
deal
no, I
with,
don't think I'm doing
with
that. I think
airship
it's gonna say
food?
hello to the bear.
What's the deal with these weird fucking animals everywhere?
Okay,
I don't want to get the bear angry.
Okay, so I got
Walks up to it.
Amelia wants to say hi to the bear.
Yes.
Okay, the bear looks at you and goes, "Bruh."
Wow, these other adventures are really unbearable.
Bruh.
You really have a way with words.
You angered
Looks
the
at you,
bear.
Relic,
Oh,
like-
no.
Really?
I can barely believe our ally.
He seems to comprehend
Julius
what you're
starts to
saying.
roll her eyes.
This is
God.
either a very smart bear or it is a druid that is stuck in wild shape and doesn't speak common.
Huh.
Hard to tell.
Virgil just like points at the bear and then like points at himself and just goes like, "Are you like me?" Oh, are you stuck? I'm not sure what that means.
Make an
It's okay,
insight
well-
check.
Yeah, I was going
As
to
our
say like
first
I am
roll
a
of the-
druid.
As
so-
our first roll of the campaign, make an insight check. With, you're a druid, right?
Yeah, I am a druid.
Add your proficiency bonus.
Doesn't it automatically when I roll?
I'm gonna move you guys over there because no one did it themselves.
I meant to, and then I didn't.
Alright, first roll of the
forgot.
campaign, make it a good one.
Well, I'm just gonna do a normal roll. It automatically adds the bonus of my wisdom.
Okay.
I can't read that.
I can't read
that. It looks like popcorn.
You have the most unreadable dice here. Congratulations.
I was playing with them last time. I didn't remember what it looks like.
Roll for popcorn.
You can't consider yourself a tabletop player until you have unreadable dice. You're very successsul.
Nah, I'm just rolling because I didn't remember what my dice looked like.
Okay, so, I am gonna take the 12 there. It's hard
Yeah,
to
it's a
tell.
12.
You get the feeling that, he is stuck in wild shape based on how he's responding to you.
You didn't have to do insult anyone, did you?
What?
I mean, sometimes that happens where if you upset a wizard, they could turn you into an animal or something of that sort.
Oh no, this. I'm pretty sure this is just a druid, just stuck in wild shape. It happened.
Okay.
It's okay, man. I'm sure you'll get back out of it.
And he reaches up, puts a paw on your shoulder, he's like, "Bruh."
I give a pat on the paw that's on my shoulder, like, I feel you, homie.
And he gives you a nod.
Otherwise, see you on the battlefield.
Bruh.
Yim's ready. Just see you on the battlefield. Just so fucking ready.
Right, so you were heading for the big tent.
Yes.
Right, so you all make your way to the tent, and I meant to move these two in earlier. Give me a second. Right, so you make your way to the big tent, and you do see Sir Barrington and his squire standing there as well, and the knight over here gives you all a nod to enter and opens up the tent flap for everybody to make their way inside, and it's gonna be a tight fit as you all make your way in. There's a group of adventurers already in there. Amelia, as you step right there, you hear a tiny voice at your feet. That's like,
Oh.
Hey!
Oh, I'm sorry.
Careful.
I'm sorry.
Oi! Watch it! And you look down, there is a crab.
Look at him!
Just a crab.
I thought that was a piece of the treasure.
Zoom in. Look at him.
Yeah, now I definitely see the crab. I'm sorry, Mr. Crab or Mrs. Crab. I don't know which one.
It's a mister.
Say your pronouns!
He, him.
Yelling at a crab.
Fucking God, give me your fucking pronoun.
To the back of the room, he's like, yeah, you see Siler over there. He's like, right, Mr. Snippers, you want to get up on the table then? It gives a nod and skitters up onto the table there. Did you want the bird in this meeting?
I think the bird isn't it just always on like his shoulder?
Unless specified elsewhere, the bird is always on my shoulder.
Okay. Just specify when you want that token out.
Yeah.
Right, so everybody kind of crowds into the tent, and behind the table is this man. He's huge. This man is
Look at that hair!
He's 7 feet tall, big as a mountain.
Look at that
No,
hair.
is he as big as the owl bear, though?
He is not, but you do notice his hair. It is magnificent. And he notices, as you all enter the room, and he's like, "Ah, hello there! It seems we have some Dark Ones with us now. Welcome, Dark Ones!"
Virgil puts up a hand. Sir, you can't exactly say that. with all due
You hear Siler next to him. Sir, you can't
I
actually
don't
be
think
saying that.
Professor meant is
It's
that.
like,
That was
oh,
one
1,000
of the
apologies. I do apologize. And
Puts another hand up. No offense taken, sir.
Siler waves over. He really is a good guy. He really doesn't mean it.
No offense taken.
Ah, wonderful. Welcome, comrades in arms. It will be a glorious day. Gather, my comrades. And he ushers you all around the table to look at the map, and
There's a really fucking big owl bear in the way.
that was supposed to activate. And he ushers you all around the a map of Eingera, and he's like, "Now, how many of you have been briefed on our operation today?
I thought this was the briefing.
How many of you have been given any amount of details as to our mighty foes?
None, sir.
Right then,
Blinking one eye at a time.
right then. Let's start from the top then. This map is... This is the wrong map, actually. Siler! We need the new map!
Violent paper noises.
And Siler ruffles around for another map and eventually pulls out this one. Ah, perfect. Yes. Some of you may notice some significant changes.
Sir, with all due
The map
respect,
is
the map
upside
is
down.
It's upside down.
Turn it around. It's upside down.
Did that not load for some of you?
It didn't load for me.
Looking at a
I
black
think
screen, I
you-
think I was blindfolded.
Yeah, you spelled
I
ink
think
on
Somebody
Spilled
spilled
ink
ink
all
all
over
over it.
Hang on.
Either that or somebody blindfolded me, and I'm a little confused.
Right.
I didn't know it was a
Hold on.
surprise party.
Quick, let's use prestidigitation to clean all the ink off of the map.
You guys
Give me a
can
second.
you guys can get onto the region map, right? I configured that correctly.
I see Avengers camp, and that's it.
Right, then we're gonna do it like this. Did it
You
load
do not
now?
own any token with vision in this scene.
Oh shit!
Learning. Skylar, why is there
How
ink
about
on
now?
all of the maps?
How about now?
What did you put?
Forever.
Now I see it like just
yeah, now I see it.
a blank map.
Relic and
I see like a
work
blank map. I see nothing on it.
overtime to clear the ink
Maybe
out
I'll
of the
refresh it.
map.
Alright, hang on,
Uh,
folks. Technical difficulties. Sorry about that, folks. Everyone has map access now. So. Right. This is the correct map. Thank you, Siler. Siler gives him a bit of a nod. Right then, we are here. We have been facing off an insidious enemy. An enemy that would destroy this land. And that we cannot allow. As you all know, we have been working hard, day and night, to rebuild our reputation after the disaster that was 30 years ago, and our utter embarrassment at the Wild Whirlwinds. Not our finest hour. But today, we will redeem ourselves! Now where's the button that actually allows me to point? Whatever, we'll just use the pings. So, our goal here today, and I know this may sound suicidal, but I can assure you, I will be right there with you on the battlefield. I shall take the charge myself this time. We will use our airship to assault this fortress, freeing our southern flank from various attacks that have used this fortress to... What was I saying? They have been using this fortress to stage attacks to the south. We shall stage our own assault by filling our airship to the gunnels with explosives and valiantly ramming it into the sides.
What?
Please hold your questions until the end of the presentation. I know you may have concerns after what I just said. That does sound like a suicide mission. But I can assure you, it's on a fuse. We will have plenty of time to get away. We have done various studies, and our greatest minds have done their research after they managed to ram an airship into the old Adventure Guild. We have learned from that mistake, and can assure you we are well prepared for the eventuality that anything may go wrong. But I
In
can
the
assure
distance, you quietly hear the music of Fireball starting.
But I can assure you, I would not be following you into battle on this, nay, leading the charge, if I did not have the utmost confidence in this plan.
Sir, would this be blind confidence?
No.
How big is the fuse? Like,
You
how
hesitate.
long will it take for the fuse to, go boom?
An excellent question, tall purple one. With that, I ask my engineers. Siler, what did they say?
So, given the fuse budget, which was actually quite substantial, all things considered, it's just fuses, you'll have a good 10 minutes once the fuse has been lit until a thing actually explodes.
But how big is the explosion? 10 minutes might not be enough. That was a lot of barrels.
I do agree with you there. But, right.
Why don't you just have, like, a trap door and drop the barrels on top of it?
But actually, that would be a bomber.
I guess it would, yeah.
Also, Also, Gunthorian really wanted to do this plan.
Well, we have to make sure we're thinking of it, realistically. We don't need any casualties from a bomb that we're planning.
Aye. Minds greater than my own came up with this plan. Any questions?
I hope. There will be a signal, right, for when we have to jump off the ship, right?
Aye, absolutely.
Wait, are all of us going on this ship?
Aye.
I hope they have enough magic to make sure we fall gracefully instead of, plummeting.
If it makes you feel any better, this is not the first time we've done this.
And the ship has
it's
checked for
different.
clowns before, right?
Oh yes, absolutely. That's like the first thing you have to do, of course.
I heard some bad stories with parachutes and clowns.
Oh yes, that's how we lost the last adventure guild, but I assure you, under this new administration, no clownery shall befall the guild. Or my name is not the mighty Gunthorian.
I don't think he ever actually told us his name.
Make a history check.
Or more like just forgot, even though everybody was talking about him.
Well,
just
more like
couldn't
make a
remember his
history
name out of
check
all the
to if anybody actually knows Gunthorian. Relic, you know Gunthorian. He had a history before he took over the guild about 30 years ago, but not much else. Amelia, the same. Matthew, you know, Matthew, you know him as the Slayer of Dragons, the Fighter of Ancient Evil, the Destroyer of Demons, and Eater of Meatloaf. That's his favorite food.
Say solid.
But other than that, you don't know a tremendous amount of legends. Virgil, you don't know shit.
I lived in the Underdark. What do you want?
Virgil doesn't know shit.
I only just recently came to the guild. Fuck if I know. I spend most of my time in the Underdark and then part of it on land. So
It is quite all right. I know that some of you are fairly new around here. Looking at you, Mr. Snippers.
I must ask, how much meatloaf can you put away?
Ah, you have heard that legend.
It is quite infamous.
You hear Siler give out a really heavy sigh. like you could tell Siler has had to make him meatloaf on more than one occasion.
I apologize for the distraction, but if I not remember correctly, Isn't that the motto of the Adventure Guild? To get sidetracked?
Indeed it is! Thou shalt get sidetracked by every goddamn thing. Side quests and the like.
Gives like a light nod.
Do find me after the briefing, and we shall discuss the intricacies of Meatloaf. Any further questions? Right then! We shall depart once the ship has been prepared. Do be sure that you are all ready.
Oh crap, I was muted.
What was that?
So wait, why are we bombing the other guys again? Just curious, other than I think they're the ones also attacking somewhere and I don't know where.
Right. I should have explained. So, he points at the map again. This region was not here 30 years ago. This region cropped up, say, 10 years back. This is new, and they started attacking without warning. We managed to blockade them into this region, though our defenses are faltering. We built the wall. We barricaded the bridges. We have held them at bay this long. But the fact remains, they must be stopped. We believe their goal is down here, the World Tree. If they were to seize it, they could do untold amounts of damage.
And how much are they a part of the Thieves Guild?
They're not? What?
Sorry, I have a very massive hatred towards the Thieves Guild.
Understandable! But the Thieves Guild does not...
Who are they?
Thieves Guild is not involved here. They...
That's a bit classist.
We are not entirely sure, but we believe they hail from the Hollow.
I see.
Deep underground, not unlike yourself!
That is where I'm from.
Ah. I have an eye for that sort of thing. I can tell just by looking at you.
Virgil is just looking at him like, are you fucking kidding me? With his pale ass skin and his black like eyes.
Siler gives him a nudge with his shoulder. Looks down. He's like, "Did I do it again?" Oh, I do apologize.
No, sir, you're fine. He's just like, what the fuck?
I do, however, have an eye for talent, and I can tell that you will excel in this mission.
I am sure we will certainly try.
Most excellent! This will be a glorious day! And he puts his arms up like that. He's like, ah! Right! We shall leave as soon as the ship is ready. All of you, make your preparations. Dismissed! And,
Well, I'm gonna go get some food.
the others
Thank you, sir.
file out of the tent. Sir Berenstein waits for the rest of you because he's kind of in the back there and doesn't want to...
Fucking huge, bruh.
He is very large.
And I guess I should have
Just
specified
lift
why I
the
don't
side of
really
the
like
tent to
Thieves
get him out.
Guild.
You can't. Just.
That somebody was not exactly happy with me saying I don't really like the Thieves Guild. At least some members killed my lover, so I'm not particularly happy about them. So,
Very fair.
Who are you saying this?
yeah. There is a person in the party that actually said that's very classist. So I'm responding to
No,
that.
that Rel is a child. Don't. Rel just says things. It's okay.
Okay.
Tell
wanted
me,
to-
Amelia, there are thief guilds out here?
I mean, are there not everywhere? Even the
Yeah.
Hollow has them.
Well, where I'm from, there isn't really per se guilds. I mean,
Well, I mean, they
everyone
can be a group,
steals
maybe not
things.
considered a whole guild, but groups that are among the same variety as what you would consider a thieves guild.
Yeah.
I think we're too preoccupied with survival.
That is
Understandable.
actually true.
Very
we are about
desolate
to be
land.
on a blimp that's about to crash head first into a structure, and we have to jump off before it, explodes.
Yeah,
I have the utmost faith in this group. Almost as much faith as the Night Mother. Launches into another religious tirade.
Oh gosh darn it.
This is
Again, Father, maybe later.
this
Maybe
is
not
just
right now. We have a lot going on.
this is just what's her face from Ghost Stories, the born again Christian girl.
Yeah.
I'm not going to actually go to the tirades, but he's just gonna do them a lot.
That's what I mean. He's gonna keep trying, and it's gonna be like, not now.
He has an entire whiteboard with him that helps him explain.
Matthew,
Has,
you can tell me about it later
Chalkboard.
because I could use something a little more calm. I think there was a lot of violent positivity in there. It was a bit overwhelming.
That is true.
Violent.
Well, alright. Would you like to discuss wine?
I
mean,
kind of want food first and foremost. I guess I'm okay with a little bit of wine.
Just don't get
I'm
carried
what
away,
you
friend.
call a connoisseur.
I'd believe it.
Okay,
So,
what's everybody doing?
I'm gonna try and buy some rations. I don't know where the rations are though.
Okay, buy?
Or I guess get some rations.
Okay, well, there aren't really any, shops around, but, there is a quartermaster. He is over here. I mean, you could try with him.
Okay. Sir, do you know where I can get some food?
Well, yes. I am the quartermaster. Is there anything you folks would need? Rations, potions,
Red wine.
we don't have wine
Immediately,
here. There's-
wine.
We don't have wine here. There's a bit of a thing about drinking on the job. We normally only break that out after hours.
I guess I'll have some.
I'd like to
Couple
claim a
rations.
religious exemption.
Do you need it for any form of spell casting?
Yes, Esther, he won't give us the wine.
Just talking to the bird like this bitch.
Okay, do you actually need it for any form of spell casting?
No, not literally.
Make a deception check.
I... Can I make persuasion instead? I just look at him with pretty please.
I'll allow it.
Please, Mr. Quartermaster, it's important. Just a glass.
Wasted today.
Just a glass. I'm not trying to get drunk. Trust me, on the Night Mother, I wouldn't get drunk on the job.
Kind of looks you up and down.
nods over to the Dryad. Myra, 2 jugs. She goes in the back.
Jugs.
Just the glass gets 2 jugs.
You rolled a 22!
Yeah.
We
It's just like, if we just...
need
If we just give this to him now, he'll leave us alone, maybe, and the scary corpse will go away.
Right, anything else?
Can I have 4 rations? That's it.
4. And he calls back to the Dryad. 4 rations on top of that. And a little bit of time goes by. The Dryad returns, hands you the rations. Matthew, you get your 2 jugs of wine, 1 in each hand.
Thank you dearly.
They are not large, but it's wine.
It is wine. It is.
It's not an excessive amount.
Attaches it carefully to his pack, padded so it doesn't like shatter and spill over.
I'm gonna hope you're not a light drinker.
He does he does go off to some corner to do a pre-mission prayer. What is a corner I can go to?
Quiet corner.
Ish.
Quiet-ish. I mean, you could probably go over by the horses and the crane over there, and they'll leave you alone. There's people still loading barrels and attaching something to the front of the airship, now that you look at it. So that's interesting.
Might I join you, Matthew?
Yes, you may. He gets like 2 like little clay goblets, very very humble, and he pours very small 2 glasses of wine out of the first jug. And he starts praying in a language you've never fucking heard before. That doesn't sound relatively like anything that you think exists on this continent.
Virgil is highly curious, but of course doesn't interrupt the prayer, and he himself holds his kind of like a badge he has that's on his clothing that is the symbol of Kelemvor, and he just has his eyes closed and is just quietly just praying just in his head.
And adorns the the prayer ritual with the sip of the wine. Then
Virgil
opens
will
his
sit away
eyes
and-
and looks to you.
Say, can't say I've heard that language before. What is that?
It is not native. There isn't quite a word for it in common, but per se, Vistani's the closest translation.
Regardless, it does sound very interesting. I've just never heard it before.
I would be surprised if anyone spoke this.
Hey, you never know what you might find out here. Maybe you will find someone who does.
How is the wine?
Say. It's gonna
not
say like
tremendous. Like the $10 bottle of wine you'll get at the store. It's about that. It's not. It's very standard wine. They can't
$2
afford
shot.
the good stuff.
Long, exaggerated, like snobby, like sip with the aeration, just like could be more dry. It's all right. I shouldn't complain.
Is that it from you two?
The religious corner is religiousing.
Gonna break away from that for a second. What is the rest of the party doing?
flipping through the spell book.
Yeah.
Duskin's just waiting right now. He's ready to go.
He's just ready to fucking rumble, like just in
Doing
place.
push-ups,
You're,
shadow boxing.
Yeah, just in place, like just like doing little like fake outs, like punching the air and shit. Just like going fucking ready.
As you are doing that, you feel a tap on your shoulder.
Oh,
And as
Goes full unga bunga.
It's the pick from earlier.
As you turn around, you at first you see nothing, but then this girl with her hat down appears, and she's like, "Sorry, I didn't know how to get your attention."
oh, it's you. What do you want?
Do you guys mind if I run with you 5 on this? It's complicated, but I can't be around Gunthorian right now.
Eyes
Because he annoys you.
Huh? What was that?
Because he kind of irritates you.
No, it's a bit more complicated than that.
Okay then.
I have nothing against this. I'm nuts.
Okay, thank you.
Duskin out here like, I care not! Goes back to punching the air.
Basically.
He's also shadow boxing.
Yeah, he's just fucking shadowbox. He's fucking ready, bro. He's torqued out of his fucking mind.
Missed it with a crit goes down for him.
Robo Shane activated.
Oh
Right.
boy.
Right, was
Dante would have the best time with Duskin.
Right, was there anything else?
I got nothing.
Nah, Rail's just being cute.
Nothing else.
Rails- Rel is chilling by the fire. Is this a centaur?
It is.
Is this a centaur? Just looking over at
It is. You notice
Right.
there are a few of them around.
Rel is just like kind of taking in all of the exotic creatures and the centaurs and wondering are they taking the centaurs on the airship? Are the centaurs going to be doing mounted combat? Like, what's going to be happening there? For mounted combat, do the centaurs get mounted, or do they also mount horses? Do they need to mount horses, or do they just run? If a centaur were to become a knight, would they get a steed, or that's all that's running through Rel's head right now?
Rel just mind going wild suddenly to shout, "Do you have 2 rib cages?"
Are you going to ask?
Nah, lad's too shy for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Rel's too shy for that, but I'm saying that'd be funny, just getting overwhelmed with questions, and that's the one you shout out to you have 2 rib cages. Centaur's like, well, shit, yeah.
Centaurs do have 2 rib cages.
They do have 2 rib cages.
Centaur ribs are truly a delicacy.
Mhm.
Oh.
No,
wait, would
they
that
are
be-
not. They are sentient creatures.
Would that be cannibalism or what?
That would
Hey,
absolutely be
cannibalism can be a delicacy. Shut your whore mouth, Hunter.
Anything that is demi-human in this world is considered cannibalism. You know that because of school.
Nuh-uh! I don't know
Honestly,
shit.
Matthew probably would be the person who doesn't know what cannibalism is.
I
He was
okay, I
never
know of
focused on
cannibalism, but I'm not from this country, so I don't know all of their customs. I just know about meatloaf competitions, apparently.
All I know it's about meatloaf competitively.
Competitive meatloaf eating league.
So I've heard of this meatloaf.
I
yes,
don't have it
beautiful
back
meatloaf.
where I'm from.
My meatloaf sense is tingling. You do notice that Gunthorian has made his way to the kind of landing area. Were you guys done?
Yeah.
Okay. And a little bit of time goes by. The barrels get loaded. A bunch of other modifications get put on. Pieces are pulled off of the airship. Various things that they won't need, or the more important components that they're like, maybe we can put this on another airship and not lose too much money by doing this. It's a fucking airship. We don't want to use the whole thing. But time goes by, and eventually you hear, "Comrades, join me in glory!" And
I guess that's our cue.
the various adventurers are ushered onto the ship.
Virgil whispers, what is it, to Matthew as they're walking. If it's gonna be that loud every time he speaks, I think I want to stay towards the back.
You do notice he is very loud.
Where I come from, the world is very quiet. He is very...
Being that loud would get you killed from where I'm from.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I'm from the Hollow. You're loud down there, that's how you die.
Right, so, ship gets airborne. There are a variety of adventurers here. I moved you all into the middle, and just so you guys can move around on your own. There's a variety of adventurers here. You see, the aforementioned quartermaster, that bunch of bandits that flew in with Relic and Virgil. Sir Berenstein is here as well. Gunthorian has moved up to the bow, just standing. He's like a fucking figurehead up there, guys. It's magnificent with his hair blowing in the wind.
You do got nice hair, though.
Right, was there anything the party wanted to do?
Religious monologue? Anyone that will listen, even if that number is 0?
Sorry, man. I'm
Right, you find a nice spot in the middle of the ship to start preaching.
I'm going on about letting the desolation and despair into your heart, and the soothing grace of giving up, and letting your soul into the nice caring hands of the Night Mother, and she will put you back in one piece. And like, this is he's creeping some people out. But
Yeah, Virgil's looking over like, of all the times.
Matthew Jacobs, make a performance check.
let's see it. I don't think I have performance. I do have religion though, but I think performance is the important thing here.
You can still roll performance, even if it's bad.
I am gonna ask you to make a performance check.
Yes.
Okay.
About how I thought it would go.
Right. You do actually manage to get this guy here as an audience. And you successfully put him to sleep.
Yes! Rest, my child. You will need your energy for the battle ahead.
Interestingly, he's sleeping standing up.
Virgil like covers his mouth, like trying not to laugh.
Right, anyone else?
Well, I'm turning
Surprisingly, this
into
is the most,
I did notice that some of you moved up to the front.
Yes, Duskin is gonna run up to the front as we get up in the air.
Right, as you get up
So-
there, you notice that the figurehead that was previously at the bow of the ship has been removed. It has been replaced with an absolutely gigantic ram.
I
Like,
can
this
relate.
will obliterate anything in front of it if the ship is going fast enough.
This is what they call ramming speed.
Yes.
And once he gets up here, he's gonna hang on with one hand and just sort of scream out as we fly through. He is.
Gunthorian takes note of this. Is like, ah! It is a good day, is it not?
It's a wonderful day.
Yes!
They throw 5.
You're gonna wake up the guy we just put to sleep. Come on.
It's just, you're scared to just get the fuck out of here.
You and the guildmaster.
Rel's
get
like,
into-
I am fucking out.
You and the guildmaster get into a shouting match.
The
Nothing in particular, just whatever's in front of the ship.
Yes, he can.
There
I
were
just-
birds out there. You have scared them off.
I just like to think that the rest of the Adventure Guild is just like, is this really the best clerics we could afford? Like, where are the normal clerics? Who
Fuck it.
invited this guy?
This is the most adventurous.
Put asleep to this guy.
This is truly the most adventurers-filled Adventurers Guild ever, with screaming frontliners, boring clerics who put people to sleep, an airship full of explosives.
This is D&D.
This is D&D.
Actually, it's just dungeons. There are no more dragons.
You,
Oh,
No,
yeah,
Oh,
we got
I
rid of
killed the
them.
last
We have,
campaign.
we have literally, we're dungeons and dorkheads. There are no dragons, just dorks, and that's
No,
literally
no,
the whole
it's,
Adventurers Guild.
It's Dungeons and Dragon.
Hey, singular
Singular.
dragon.
really moved to the back.
Dude, Rel's like, fuck this. Rel was like immediately running away the minute the shouting match started. It's like, fuck that.
Relic, I'm sorry to say, you can still hear them.
Yeah, I know.
They're very bolsterous and loud.
Okay, Rel has
It's- Better back than front.
Yes.
Right. As the ship is flying, you do notice the girl has been hanging out with you.
Well, yeah, what is it? Virgil took notice and was like, I saw you talking with Duskin earlier. Who might you be?
Oh, hi. I'm Adeline.
Nice to meet you, Adeline. I'm Virgil.
Hi. And she seems not shy, but timid. Like she's willing to talk to you.
I was say, are you joining us?
Yeah, until I can slip away.
Oh, slip
Like
away.
how I talk
Are you
is
looking
when
to
I
leave?
brood.
It's complicated.
I mean, I'm not one to get into your business or tell you what to do, so...
I didn't think Gunthorian would be here.
got some problems with him.
You could say that.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you ever want to talk about it, you are free to. Otherwise, it is none of my business.
Wait, does this mean you know what they're gonna do with the ship or not?
Oh no, they're gonna ram it into the fortress. That part was clear. I wouldn't be here if I knew something was gonna go wrong.
But there are the
Very
expensive barrels. Oh,
To be fair, something still could go wrong, but you know what? I'm here anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of
Just like what happened to the last Adventurers Guild.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I wasn't there for that.
Oh, I just heard stories.
I wasn't alive,
Same here.
actually.
Oh, that.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, if you wanted to make a history check on the guild,
You know what? Sure. I'm a plus
Because that
4.
was. Because you said, what is it? Like, lore wise, it was like, what, 3 years ago?
That's fine enough. I know
Yeah.
some things
you
now.
know that the guild was destroyed 30 years ago, and they were utterly embarrassed when a different party saved the world while they were trying to rebuild. Utterly embarrassing for something as momentous as the Adventure Guild. That's when Gunthorian, with his own 2 friggin' hands, rebuilt the guild from the ground up as the new guild master and did a bunch of reforms, and now the guild is back and stronger than ever. Or, well, it's back. It's not as strong, I guess. It's still got a ways to go. Like, it's only been 30 years. It's gonna take a while. They did some really
Hearts are in it though.
They did some really stupid
Yes.
shit during the Dragon Crisis.
What, did they try to ram into one of the dragons?
You've heard rumors.
You know, I wouldn't fucking doubt it, that's for shit sure.
You have heard rumors. Was there anything else?
Well, you are welcome to certainly be with us.
Thank you.
No problem.
I won't get in the way.
I'm sure you're fine.
Millie just starts practice. Just tries to make sure she remembers her magic spells. For taking her magic book.
And if any of you need any archaeology help, I know that too.
Oh, nice. I do like archaeology.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't something that I got into, but my sister, she definitely.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm currently just comparing your hat to my friend Rel's hat. Dante has been looking at, or Virgil's been looking at the hat, just thinking about Rel's hat and looking at this hat, just comparing, is this one absurdly large for her head?
Seems too small.
Comparing Adeline's hat to Relic's hat, you do notice that Relic's hat is a fair bit larger, especially the brim. But her hat, it kind of droops down a lot more.
Is there any significance to when they droop?
Not really, it's just more comfortable.
You know, very, very fair.
History.
I honestly don't understand how a relic stands on end like it does.
Oh, goodness.
It's true.
Oh, it might
That
be
thing just
worth it.
sticks
I
straight up and it
never
doesn't fucking move. Like,
really
that's a
worn
solid
a
material for it to stand up that straight.
I never thought about that. Oh well.
Virgil's just contemplating to himself, like, interesting. I wonder what the hat's made out of if it stands up that damn
You're about to
straight.
put somebody else to. Oh wait.
Yeah, Virgil just looking back over and just. And that one was like.
Matthew is still preaching.
He's still. No one's listening. He's still going, though.
Right. That's.
Yeah,
that chunk of the
Virgil just
party.
gives a nice pat on Matthew's like shoulder, and then just goes to the back to try to be further away from the screaming as well.
Right. Relic. Anything?
Relic is enjoying the view off the back of the boat and regretting not prepping Featherfall.
Aww.
No. I fully.
How you feeling, Rel?
Expected.
Well, I didn't expect my first adventure to kind of looks at the airship and all the people on it, be joining a war and crashing an airship into something. I mean, I guess that's the start of many major great adventures, but I didn't expect to start with such a bang, you know?
I mean, you're not wrong. This is not usually how it goes, but here we are, I guess.
Yeah. Well, at least the view is really nice.
Oh yeah.
Just kind of
very
wish
nice.
there was less screaming.
I was gonna say distant
Yeah.
screaming.
Yeah.
The thing is,
I mean,
from here, you can't hear my preaching, but you can hear the screaming from there.
Screaming draws out the dullery.
Yes.
how anyone can hear Matthew is a mystery. Over the screaming.
One guy leaned in, and then just like, oh my god.
Yep. Well, I'm sure those two have enough confidence for all of us, even when we're not feeling very confident. So, you know, it's something.
You know, maybe I should search for a parachute.
You know, I think that would be a pretty good idea too.
Relic is gonna get up and go searching for a parachute.
Make an investigation check. That's a good roll.
Nice.
Mhm.
You search up and down and all around, and you're at it for a good 20 minutes or so, and then you realize, oh dear God, they stripped those out too.
Oh,
In fact, you notice that they stripped out a lot of the safety stuff on board.
Uh-oh.
Lay us down.